4 pitches are breaking balls.
Well, he throws his slider more than half the time.
Well,
and he misses with a fastball for ball 4, and the Mets have the tying run aboard. Well, Beater tried his best to hand it to the Mets in the 8th, and now Cruz starts the 9th with a walk. Alvarez on deck. House way off the line at third, halfway between second and third. And Polanco pulls one, a base hit into right field. There's a big hit for Jorge Polanco. Keeps the line moving in the 9th. And now the tying and potential winning runs are on base.
You got a hanging slider. So Cruz loves his breaking stuff.
In the bag and very close to the line at third. And the first baseman Ortiz is playing in on the cutout as well. So they're not convinced that Alvarez isn't bunting.
They got to respect it, though.
And Francisco lines one down the line for a base hit. Double time the game. Baty is in. Pache to third. He's going to be held up there. Francisco Alvarez ties the game with an RBI double, and it's 4-4.
Slider again. Beautiful little hanger, nicely done. You kind of felt this was coming.
Well, that's been the story for the Nats all year.
Yep.
Their 38th blown save, and now the Mets have the winning run at third with nobody out.
You got to walk the bases loaded, don't you? Or...
Well, that means you're bringing Lindor up.
Well,
Lindor has been hot. Alvarez's 11th double of the year, his 30th RBI, and now we're going to get a pinch runner to Shed on deck. One-two coming. And Lindor cracks one out to right. That's a game winner. Pache comes home with a winning run. And the Mets pull it out in the bottom of the 9th. RBIs for Alvarez and Lindor, and the Mets win it 5-4. The Mets keep it rolling. 8 wins in their last 11 games. And they've taken the first 2 of the series from the Nats as they come back again against the Nationals bullpen and win it 5-4.
well, you're seeing the Achilles heel of this Nationals team. The bullpen is just really porous. Walks, but the Mets, these are big wins here. These come from behind.
And for the second straight day, the Mets have a pitcher earn his first major league win. Today it's Jeffrey Yan. After Jonathan Pintaro got his first win yesterday, Yan retired all 5, and then the Mets come through with 2 in the bottom of the 9th. Lindor with the game-winning hit.
I just knew I just knew that Lindor was going to come through off of Cruz.
And into right. Baty moves up 90 feet. Potential winning run now aboard for the Mets here in the 9th.
oh, bullet slider. You see it right there. Gyro, middle part of the plate. Hammers it. Almost the perfect timing again by Nasim.
They cannot possibly replicate this situation or environment away from a big league stadium. Alvarez down the left field line. That's going to tie the game at a minimum. Pinckney gets to it quickly. And for now, the Nats hold the Mets to a tying run. A double for Francisco Alvarez, and it's 4-4 in the ninth.
We're going to see first pitch, slider, back-to-back. Again, up. It could be nasty, and we saw it in Philadelphia. When it was nasty, it was down. There's so many scenarios that go on right here. There's the possibility of a bunt situation, right, for safety squeeze to end it. I don't think.
In the air to right, this will do it. Cruz back on it. It's over his head. And the Mets walk off the Nationals here at Citi Field. Francisco Lindor, the game winner. And the Nationals' troubles in this yard continue. They are now 4-13 in their last 17 games here in Flushing, Queens.
Well, tough one right here, especially. Boys did a great job to come back, find a way to stay ahead, but just that, I don't know, last inning they wiggled out of one, and then you get the leadoff man, and you're like, this is not good. Bullet slider down in the zone, and you've seen so many. You swing and miss it one away. That one gets a little closer to him, and he delivers. I mean, he was a one-pitch pitcher, right? Like he threw 16 sliders, three fastballs, and 3 splits. And the last, like, what, 10, 11, 12 pitches were all sliders.
Yeah. Frustrating ends to what was an entertaining ball game here at Citi Field today. The Mets take it 5-4. The Nationals have dropped a rare road series. It'll be another salvage operation tomorrow.
And the Mets say thank you very much. Cruz to the belt. The 3-1 to Baty. Down and in, ball 4. Again, 100-mile-an-hour fastball, but so what? He's walked the leadoff man. That's the tying run. And Jorge Polanco, who is obviously starved for some kind of big hit and big moment as a Met, got a chance to deliver one here. Cruz from the third base side of the rubber sets. The 2-2 pitch. Swinging a liner to second over the glove of Nunez. Base hit right field. Baty to second. The ball played in by Cruz. Jorge Polanco, who was starved for a hit, comes up with potentially a big one. Runners at first and second, nobody out. With the Nationals leading by 1, and the Mets have Cruz right on the ropes. Nunez, if he was maybe 2 inches taller, might have had that.
He got up high, but not high enough. And for Jorge Polanco, who's going to pick up the hit, he's coming off the field. And the Mets going to get Christian Pache to run for him at first base. But that's a big hit.
Now Alvarez settles in with Cruz waiting for him on the rubber. Corners are tight. Here's the pitch. Alvarez lines one down the left field line. That's a base hit. Heading towards the corner. Baty in with a tying run. Pache on his way to third. He'll stop there standing. And on at second with a game-tying double. And a run batted in is Francisco Alvarez. It's the Mets 4, the Nationals 4. And the Mets have runners at second and third and nobody out.
Hanging slider, and he jumped all over it. First pitch, yanking it down the line. Baty was going to score no problem. I was wondering what Tim Leeper was going to do, but he stayed the right move here. It's second and third. You keep Pache. There's no reason to push it. You've got second and third. The winning run 90 feet away. Nobody out. You can win the game on an out. And the Nationals know they've got Simon Matthews, the pitching coach, talking to their young guy Cruz.
Yep.
Hanging slider.
And then against the lefties, nothing but sliders. To this point, 1-2 to Lindor. Cruz ready. Here's the pitch. Swinging a liner in the air to right. It's going to be deep enough to do it. Cruz back. It's over his head. Base hit. The ball goes to the wall. Put it in the books. Pache scores, and the Mets race out of the dugout to meet Francisco Lindor with his arms raised at second base. They shower him with sunflower seeds and who knows what else, as the Mets have scored twice in the bottom of the ninth inning to defeat the Washington Nationals and make it 2 in a row over Washington in this 3-game series. Lindor gets the game winner in the ninth inning for New York. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left. The final score, the New York Mets 5 and the Washington Nationals 4. Back to talk about it in a moment on Odyssey Mets Radio, powered by the all-new Nissan Sentra.
Jorge Polanco is on deck. And Cruz ready again. Right-hander deals low and inside with a fastball, ball 4. This is his issue. Trouble locating the fastball. And the tying run is aboard. Set again. The kick and the pitch. Swing and a line drive. Base hit over the leaping Nunez into right field. Cruz up with it quickly. To second is Baty. He stops there as Polanco rips a slider over the head of the leaping second baseman Nunez. And the Mets have 2 on with nobody out. And Francisco Alvarez coming up. He's had a tough couple of games. Last night, after walking in the second, he struck out each of his next 3 at-bats twice. So Baty at second, Pache at first. Cruz delivers. Breaking ball, line drive, base hit down the left field line's going to tie the game. Baty around third will score. Pache to third, held there as the ball comes in from Pinckney to Abrams along the left field line. It's a double for Francisco Alvarez. Drives in his 30th run of the year, and it's a blown save for Giovanni Cruz, who's yet to get it out. The game is tied, and the Mets have runners on second and third with nobody out. The Nationals 4, the Mets 4. Simon Matthews, the pitching coach, jogging to the mound.
And right now his slider just looks very flat. I mean, the slider has been touted as a plus pitch, but I would think that with the pressure of the situation after the leadoff walk, he's kind of guiding the ball, and that slider just rolled over. And the one to Polanco and that one to Alvarez are just...
Cruz trying to get out of this and take this one to extra innings. Right-hander sets. Here's the pitch. Swing and a line drive over the head of Dylan Cruz, and the game is over. The Mets win it. Francisco Lindor is the hero with a line drive base hit into right field, scoring Pache, the pinch runner, with a winning run. And so the Mets come from behind in this one, and they do it with 2 runs in the bottom of the ninth inning against reliever Giovanni Cruz. And they're mobbing Francisco Lindor out at second base. That's the 10th walk-off RBI of his career. The Nationals take one on the chin here in the bottom of the ninth inning.
And it was on a slider that Lindor gets the winning hit. And I think what you saw is, as great as Will Dion did, Brad Lord's outing, you had a tax to pay later because you're basically out of relievers at the end when Revolta had to pitch the 7th and Beater had to pitch the 8th. That left Cruz in the 9th, and that was not the option you needed. And Will Dion was terrific, and the Nationals came back to take the lead, but they ended up 1 arm short to try to close it out.
Yeah, and, maybe you acquire Cruz when you hear about the big fastball and the shape of his slider, that maybe he's closer stuff, but he's not ready to be that at this time. In the bottom of the ninth for the Mets, they score 2 runs. They do it with 3 hits and a walk.